Hey guys, it's Abby with MotorCityNerds, and hi to all the new subscribers. Welcome. We're going back to our roots today. We're talking about Game of Thrones. We're going to talk about how I've always thought Jon in the books will come back from the dead. But the reason we're doing this is because, my phone just alerted me off my Google alerts and was like, oh, someone with 800,000 subscribers, so apparently that means you're big enough to alert my Google alerts, even though I don't follow you, says there's an official House of the Dragon Season 2 teaser trailer. And then I click on it, and I'm like, no, this is a man reading from a Wikipedia page. Again, I hate this. Stop it. Google, YouTube, get your shit together. I don't know what's going on there, but don't alert me about that. Alert me when HBO says something. Alert me when George R. R. Martin is done gambling on football and finished his book. Don't alert me of that. But then I was like, let's talk about Game of Thrones. It's been a long time. Oh, you guys, and it's officially wearable blanket season, which is the best season and the best time. But if you're new here, everybody's welcome. Every level of fan. You can be a super freak like me, or you can just know BS and not really know much. I break things down for everybody to understand. I speak in a way so that everybody understands, and it isn't just the crazy stuff coming at you. So, in the book, if you haven't read them, when Catelyn Stark, Ned's wife, Robb Stark's mom who gets killed at the Red Wedding, when she dies, she gets brought back as Lady Stoneheart in the book. Now, you know the dude with the one eye, Beric Dondarrion? Okay, one-eye man who kept coming back from the dead, yada, yada, yada. Him and his band of merry men find her. They bring her back. So he brings her back. That whole crew brings her back. And now this crew is following her, and not him because he's gone. They're following Lady Stoneheart now. And when you die and come back the way they do, they lose a piece of themselves, and if you die in like a disrespectful way, the more disrespectful it is, the less of you comes back. So Catelyn's like real scary and not all there, but she's still in there somewhere a little bit, but she's like ruthless, scary, and has to talk like this because her throat's cut open. It's wild. And that's their leader, and they're running around in the books. That's all you need to know. She died, she came back, she's kind of off and not all there and is kind of crazy and is leading a gang around that is messing up the king's men because they're pissed off. Okay, that's what Lady Stoneheart is. It's Catelyn Stark. Remember how she was all mean to Jon his whole life? Remember when she couldn't be nice to a baby? She's like, oh man, my husband came home with this baby. And she's like, I'm going to be mean to it. I don't hate Catelyn. We're not here to talk about that, though. But she ain't right for that. She ain't right for how she treats Jon. Okay, so when One Eye Patch Man gave the rest of his life to Catelyn, he died. His crew followed her. Then she will give her last bit of life to Jon, who's dead at the wall still in the books, and he will come back. That's what I think will happen. It's the only intelligent way to go about writing that character and have her have a full arc. You couldn't be nice to this baby, you treated him like shit, and now this is your last redeeming act, is to be able to bring him back. That's what I think will happen. I know a lot of people think that he's going to get lit on fire and the flames will bring him back because he's a Targaryen. I know some people think it will happen like it does in the show. I know people that that he warged into Ghost. I don't think any of that. I think that Catelyn will be the one to bring Jon back because it's the only thing that makes sense for the character and it redeems her. But then again, George R. R. Martin kind of likes to go, oh, well, I'm going to change things up. And it's football season, so I'm not writing anything right now because I'm busy. And so that's what I always thought, but then I realized, in this community, everybody's theory crafting, everybody's coming up with stuff. So everybody kind of has a different take on what's going to happen. But I think at the end of, I could be wrong on this part, but I'm pretty sure at the end of the last book we do have, she's relatively in the north or heading north. I think she's either in the Riverlands heading north or is in the north. So she's already in the let's go towards Jon Snow's dead body way, right? And it's the only thing that makes sense for the character. And people really hate Catelyn, and like I said, she's wrong for how she treats Jon. But she's got some great qualities, too. Like, Cat sticks to her shit. She defends her kids. That's, like, kind of the whole... Well, she's jealous of Jon and stuff, but part of her is like, I'm scared that he could take something from my kids if something ever happened, and you never know. Brothers have fought brothers before in wars, and this, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, you were mean to a baby. You were mean to a little baby that didn't do nothing to you, and you were mean to a kid that didn't do nothing to you, and for no reason. So she's not right for those things. But, yeah, oh my gosh, in the book, she slits at the Red Wedding. Remember when she cuts, she's like, I'll cut your wife's throat at the Red Wedding to Walder Frey, and he's like, I'll get another one. And that works better on screen than what happens in the book. She takes, like, the special needs son. Is it the son or a court jester? I don't know, but they call him Jingle Bell, and she's like, I don't care. They were like, he's never done anything. He's a simpleton, yada, yada. And she's like, bet. Throat slit. And and it's like, ooh, Cat, man, rough. And there is I talk about this in another video I have of scenes that were added in that aren't in the book that I think were really, really good. And one of those is when she's making the seven-pointed star thing out of branches for Bran. and then she's making another one when they're going to the Red Wedding, and Robb Stark's wife comes up to her and is like, "Oh, can I help you with it?" And she's like, "No," and she thinks she's being mean to her, but then she says, "Only a mother can make one." And she's like, "Well, what, how many?" And she's like, "I only did this 2 other times. One when Bran fell, and when one of the boys was sick." And she says, "Well, what happened?" She's like, "Oh, he got sick. They didn't know if he'd make it through the night, this, that, and the other. So I made one and I prayed for him to live, and this, that, and the other." And then they go, "Which boy was it?" And she says, "Jon Snow." And it's like, so she tried, man. And I always love that scene. But, and like I said, it doesn't make it right, but I do love that scene. It's a great scene, and that's not in the book. And I always really, really like that because it really hits home, like, I couldn't do it. And plus, like, there was a part of me that didn't want that to happen. I might not have been the greatest, but I didn't want that to happen. Lady Stoneheart, a.k.a. Catelyn Stark, will be the one to bring Jon back. And I know it's a short video, but like I said, I'm just going to start throwing thoughts out there, and my next one's going to be the 3 things that would have fixed Game of Thrones, and I'm just debating if I should do it in 3 parts or 1. But I'm Abby with Motor City Nerds. Like, share, comment, subscribe. It really, everything really does help me out. I'm on OnlyF, I'm on TikTok, I'm on all the things down below. Everybody have a fun Halloween, and I miss shows. What are you guys watching? I miss Succession so much. I miss House of the Dragon, but I miss Succession so much, and I miss Interview with the Vampire, and I don't know what everybody's watching. Oh, we watched my Ahsoka review's up. Check that out.